Hi, this is Billy Joe. So, this pick a card reading was inspired by one of my new decks of cards. So, let me just go ahead and show you which decks I'm using. I'm really so excited about this deck. So, this is the Yogic. I can't, I'm bad at pronouncing things. The path. But I love these cards. They're so beautiful. And it has a little saying on the inside. It says, "May these cards bridge you to your highest self." So I thought, oh my goodness, what an amazing idea for a pick a card, right? And also, I'm using the Work Your Light Oracle cards, the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, and the Stone deck. Just in case you see the video and you think, oh, I like some of those cards, and I get lots of messages of which cards did you use. So now you know. So I have 3 piles for you. Pile 1 is with the pink quartz. Pile 2 is with the green, I want to call it opalite, and pile 3 is with the labradorite. So if you need time to focus and concentrate on which video you want, which pile, just go ahead and pause the video. I'm going to go ahead and get started with those that picked pile 1. Okay, those of you that picked pile 1 with the pink quartz. Let's see, how are we going to bridge to your highest self? So, we have Bhakti? I don't know. When I looked through the book and I was reading the book, I was like, oh, it doesn't have assistance with pronunciation, but we're going to go with it anyways. Bhakti. So in the book it says it means devotion, and it says you have begun walking on the path of devotion, Bhakti Yoga. You are devoted to something greater than yourself, your body, your possessions, your desires. This dedication is to the divine. Now is the time to ask yourself, what does divinity mean to me? When do I feel close to the divine? Paths to Bhakti Yoga include kirtan, it means devotional mantras, meditations and prayers to the gods and goddesses, offering service to those in need, and spending time in nature. The selfless path of Bhakti Yoga takes you to the greatest ecstasy of all, the bliss of devoting yourself to spirit. So that's really, I think that's so beautiful. And then we have from the Work Your Light Tarot, we have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. And it says mystics and sages throughout the ages have predicted this period in history, and you decided to incarnate in the middle of it. There is no mistake that you are supposed to be here at this time of great change. If you ever feel unprepared or daunted by the path that is calling you, know this. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You're way more than the days that have breathed through you in this life. You're also all the lifetimes that came before. All of these experiences have polished your soul into the most magnificent expression that is your authentic self. So I think it's really important for you to be your true self. Walk in your truth and your authenticity. Your soul has many facets. Imagine a fingerprint. Your soul is 1,000,000 times more intricate than that. If you put together all the fingerprints of all the people you have been, you would not even get close to fathoming how much of a unique masterpiece you are. You came in with a clear soul plan. You came in with wisdom beyond your years. This is the part of you that longs to be seen. This is the part of you that is ready to step forward. This is ready to emerge. This is not the lifetime to stay hidden, but to step forth, be seen, and rise. So I think it is important for a lot of us. I know myself, sometimes I feel really uncomfortable to be in the forefront. It's just funny that I have a YouTube channel, right? Um, but I know lately, if any of y'all's on my Facebook or has seen some of my community posts, I'm right now stepping up um, regarding issues with the Arkansas Department of Corrections, specifically the Cummins unit, and the mistreatment, malnourishment, and the atrocities that's going on there right now. With these these interviews with reporters and with attorneys, and it's just, and I have a petition going, and I'm not comfortable in the spotlight. It's not about me, it's about them. And so I really don't like doing all this. But what I think it's saying, similar to my situation, sometimes, especially in this lifetime, during all this awakening, during the awakening, we have all these truths coming out in the open, and all these people's secrets coming out, those that's in high places, in high positions. And it's our duty, those that are light workers, who are empaths and mystics and sages, to actually step forth and let our causes be known. What we stand up for, what we believe in. And the Work Your Light activation in the book says, hold the card on your heart and say, no, you can't hold it to your heart, but you can focus on it. I call forth the soul gifts and soul training that I have received throughout all of my lifetimes. I am ready to embody them all now without hesitation and without fear. I have been training for this for lifetimes. So, another beautiful card. And then the cards that we have from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. So you have the King of Water. Now, the King of Water, he's someone who is calm, he's protective, he's a safe harbor in a storm, and he's very nurturing. He exudes strength. He is both father and mother, and he is calm, patient, and he's someone that can counsel, give advice, someone who is, that listens to you. So, I think part of you that got this group is, or maybe most of you, if you resonate, part of your soul mission and to bridge you to your highest self is helping other people by being this for other people. Then you have King of Earth. So the King of Earth, he's a natural leader. He is born of hard work and dedication, grounded, realistic, wise, and careful. He is open and candid, and he does not feed into fear and doubt. He gives guidance and advice without hesitation. When asked, clear-minded, reliable, wise, and intelligent counsel. Again, we hear that word counsel. Then we have the Queen of Water. Now, I find that interesting that we got the King and the Queen. Both are water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The King of Earth, Earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. So those, doesn't mean that you have to have those in your chart. Just, you could just be having those energies that you need to, because yes, we have our birth natal chart. Some people call that a soul map. But you've also carried the energies of all the other signs as well at some point in one of your lifetimes. Okay, so the Queen of Water, she's loving. She always follows her intuition. She's sometimes called psychic, clairvoyant, one of the clairs. She's empathic, she's intuitive, she's gentle, she's kind. She can distinguish truth from falsehoods. She's the epitome of love in all its forms. And then from the Crystal Stone deck, we have the Sodalite, and that is a beautiful card. Then this is my Sodalite. One of these days I'm going to do a video, videos. I'm thinking about it. I keep saying I'm going to, of my crystal collection, stone collection. So Sodalite says what it is. Friend to the chronic meditator. Sodalite, known by some as poor man's lapis, is a salty, deep blue stone, speckled and striated with white calcite inclusions. Who needs it? Planners, producers, Virgos. Where to put it? Wherever you do your best non-thinking. When to use it? When you have a big decision to make. When you're 99% finished with a project, but can't get your head around the last 1%. Don't. Seriously, just give up. Meditate with Sodalite. Abandon solution-oriented thinking. Surrender to your intuition and watch your problem get solved from someplace much deeper. Deepen your intuition. So, those of you that picked this deck, this pile, however, I hope that somewhere in these messages, not all messages is going to resonate with you. Always keep that in mind, no matter what pick a card or tarot reading you get. That's, especially those that's public, for the whole conscious collective. So you only take what you resonate with and just kind of toss out the side. Don't force it to fit. Always remember that. But I hope that you found some good messages in this pile. I hope some stuff resonated and it sparked some ideas of creativity. It sparked this desire for movement, for action, for you to actually, to do something with it, like counseling or, just being someone there who helps raise that light. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get moved on to those that picked pile 2. Okay, those of you that picked pile 2 with the green opalite, let's see how to bridge you to your highest self. So from the Yogic Path Oracle, I had to look at the box again. I love these cards. Look how beautiful that is. So first you have asana. So in the book it says, there's 8 stages of yoga. This one is for physical practice to sit in stillness. It reminds me of that scripture in the Bible to be still. So it says, your physical body holds the key to your evolvement, but it's just the first portal. The asana yogic body postures you have been practicing have been preparing you for true asana, to sit in stillness with the truth. These shapes and movements have removed the cobwebs of your limiting self, creating space for the silence of your mind's forest. You are one of those who realizes the true intention of asana, and the one paving the way for others to see this bodily practice is really just a way to come face to face with yourself. Continue to cultivate your practice and move deeper into its core purpose, flow of energy in the body for the evolution of the spirit. So some of you that picked this deck may or may not have already started practicing this. If you haven't, maybe it's saying it's time for you to start doing that. Then we have, so this deck had 2 of these cards. So then we had Radha. I hope I'm saying that correctly. So in the book it says that this is the goddess of passionate love and longing. Okay. Some of you are in love or about to fall in love. Maybe some of you, since it says to stand is basically, stillness, and this one is love. If those two, since those are together, I would say, for those of you that are maybe in a soul-connected journey, maybe a soul connected mission, and maybe there's problems with you right now. And if you're the feminine energy, of course, it's probably trying to tell you to be recessive. You know, be the one that sits still and waits. I know we hate hearing that. It, but it's the truth. We have to sit in stillness, not respond when we get aggravated and frustrated. That's just what's coming to my mind. So anyways, as the book says about this card, it says, are you in love? You very well may be soon. Radha is the goddess of euphoric bliss and deep surrender when you gaze into the eyes of your lover. She is the passionate lover of Krishna, who gave up everything to be in his arms. Radha represents the desire to merge with your beloved and lose yourself in the utter ecstasy that is love. If you aren't already in love, it's well on its way and already occurring all around you. Allow yourself to lose yourself in the divine dance of romance. For love is just you experiencing your own soul in another body. So, yeah, that definitely speaks of twin flames, high level soul connections. If you find that resonates with you, then this is definitely a message for you. So whether you're the divine masculine or the divine feminine in the connection, but since it's talking about goddesses, this is feeling more like a divine feminine energy that I'm, reading to right now. And it just seems like it's telling you, don't react. If they've ghosted you or, and this has to be preaching to your higher self. So maybe what's limiting from you from reaching your goal of becoming your highest true self is your concern for your counterpart. And that's just what I'm intuitively feeling right now. So then from the Work Your Light Oracle cards, we have Soul Family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Okay, well, this sounds like it may be, I don't know. It says, it is time to call in your soul family and support team. So those that have discovered your soul family, this does not mean your blood family, although some of your blood family could be in your soul tribe. Like for me, my soul family would be Timmy and Brittany. My significant other, my divine counterpart, which is Timothy, and Brittany, who is our soul child. And it's not just me that recognizes that, it's him too. I consider me and him in union, even though, yes, he is in prison. We are in union. We can't physically be together, but we talk to each other all the time. We consider each other's person. Our soul daughter, Brittany, lives in completely another state she lives in Pennsylvania, so she is our soul family. This is my soul tribe. And when I say sometimes includes your blood, well, part of our soul tribe is some of his family, his nieces and stuff. So we consider them our soul family. We're a family. And so sometimes when you have to go through stillness, rely on your soul tribe, your soul family to help get you through. These are people who get you at soul level, people who are the same kind of weird as you, people who are your chosen family. They are coming and they are looking for you. If you haven't found them yet, this is a sign that they are close by. But in order for them to find you and recognize you when they do, it is important that you stop dimming your light and truly let yourself be seen. If you have already found them, then you are being called to let them support you, and perhaps also assemble a wider support team. Your support team can consist of all types of people, such as a therapist, coach, mentor, or healer. Tune in to what kind of support you need. The Work Your Light action says to call in your support team now. So, and then from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, we have the Seven of Fire. This talks about paying attention to signs and synchronicities you're seeing. Be aware through looking within and heeding to your intuition. Develop and use your intuition for guidance. Intuition can be it can be an unconscious knowing. It's instinctual. It's a feeling of recognition. For some of you, because this to me resonates with scrying, maybe tarot card reading, some form of divination. So basically it talks about follow your intuition. And then we have the Eight of Water. Now, this is a beautiful card. I love the meaning of this card, the Eight of Water. And you have to understand, these aren't, the Dreams of Gaia Tarot is not the same type of meanings as a regular tarot, like a Rider-Waite Tarot. To me, this is a special deck. And those that watched my videos for as long as I've had this channel up, you know that this is one of my actual favorite decks for soul growth. And this card, talks about creating a positive environment. It's the attitude of gratitude, a state of appreciation and gratitude, and cherish what you have. Open yourself to move, to good vibrations and more reasons to be happy. Find your happiness, raise your vibration. If you've been sad and depressed a lot, maybe because of the stress of your connection, whatever, find your happy place. Stop focusing on that and focus on yourself. Have a gratitude for what you do have in your in your life, your soul family, those that's coming to you and being with you and supporting you. The next card we have is the Six of Earth. And the Six of Earth, this is like, to me, this speaks of servitude. But it's servitude, that's done happily. It's done, like he's carrying the weight on his shoulders. But he has the lock and the key wrapped around his neck and on his necklaces. It looks like he's chained, but he's kind of got not really a big smile, but it looks, it's not, he doesn't have a disapproving or burdened look on his face. This talks about your family, your community, the give of love, care, and support, sharing, being selfless, and in service to those who are in need or depend on us for love, care, and support. Teaching by word and deed. This is about leading by example. It's your responsibility to be the best person that you can be. Get out of the sadness. Get out of the negativity. And I understand, a lot of people speak about love and light and raising your vibration for manifestation. And yes, that is true. But we also have shadow work we go through. So what I'm feeling from those that resonate with this group, many of you have been doing a lot of shadow work. Many of you may have been gone through some dark nights of the soul. We don't just go through that once. We go through it many times, healing what's the deepest issue within ourselves. And those of you that's in for like example, the label Twin Flames, you all know that you're basically a mirror of each other, and you're going to very often bring up the pain from past that you have to work on. Then the stone that we have, it is a ruby. That's my birthstone, July ruby. And it says, what it is, hot pink to Cabernet red. Ruby is a precious gemstone that has bedazzled royalty for centuries. Ruby is a fearless guide and protector, pointing you in the direction of a rich, passionate life. Is like that that biblical scripture, she is more priceless than rubies. That's so beautiful. I love that. Who needs it? Anyone with something worth fighting for. Any Aries. Which is funny because I know for me, my Mars is in Aries, so I tend to be very passionate. Where to put it? In a ring on the hand you throw punches with. I love that. In the boudoir. When to use it? When you want to show the world you're both beautiful and ferocious. When your sex life needs a heaping tablespoon of spice. When the doldrums have you down. Reach for ruby and some really red lipstick and come out swinging. Feed your fires. So a lot of us need to be more passionate. Add some passion and some spice and some fire to our lives. So I hope you that picked pile option number 2. I hope you got some good messages through this. I hope you resonated. Now do remember, not the whole message will resonate with some of you. Some of you just parts of it, and only take what resonates with you, what actually vibrates with your soul, and it sparks a recognition within you. The rest of it, if it's confusing or it doesn't seem to fit, don't force it. Just kind of let it go, and that'll be great. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get moved on to those that picked pile option 3. Hello, those of you that picked pile 3 with the Labradorite. I love this stone. I love this stone because to me it kind of looks like dragon scales. It's just so beautiful. Okay, so let's see how we can bridge you to your higher self. Okay, what kind of issues do you need to look at? What's maybe some action ideas? Now, understand that not the whole message is going to resonate. I keep repeating this to all the piles, but it's so true. Like, if only listen to parts that actually resonate with your soul, that makes your soul vibrate in that special way that you know what I'm talking about. So anyways, let's start with this first card from the Yogic Path Oracle. We have Atman. So in the book, it says this represents infinite aspect of the soul. It says, blessed soul, you have now begun to see glimpses of the divinity that exists within you, and there's so much more to experience. You are filled with limitless potential and have realized that the only obstacles that exist are within the mind. Some of us do have to fight with negative self-talk. You have reached a deeper connection to your highest self, the immortal aspect of your existence, the very seed of your soul, Atman. Your meditation has unveiled hidden depths to your true being and allowed you to experience the vastness that exists inside you. You have become aware that you are a microcosm of the greater macrocosm, a reflection of the universe. Now bring this expansiveness into the everyday and watch your life unfold. So I think that's a beautiful message with this card, because we have to realize that, when we look out into space, it seems it's just so huge. And we're just so tiny compared to it. But what we have to realize is that we are that universe. The whole universe is as overwhelming as it may seem in your 3D perspective. When you start growing spiritually and you start raising yourself into higher dimensions, going through awakenings, you start realizing all of that is inside of you, and you resonate as being a part of all of that. The next card you have from the Work Your Light Oracle cards is Starseed. It says, what lights you up? So it speaks of starseeds are souls with a double mission. to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with the feeling that time is running out and that there is something that they came here to do or create or contribute. If you pulled this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed. And my page is crooked because, yes, I'm trying to read this out of the book. And I do that because with these messages, I think it's important that you hear all of it. So maybe part of it resonates and part of it doesn't. It says, if you are a starseed and you are being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They innately know that there is much more to life and feel that there is something more and get to work. This to me just breathes my soul child, Brittany. She is a go-getter. She's one of these that, excuse me, she recognizes things that's wrong with our government, with our higher officials, with the decisions that's being made during COVID-19, everything that's being done. It's like she could see through it with divine purpose, and she finds that as her mission. This talks about people, when they're starseeds, remain restless until they step into their calling, which is definitely my Brittany. She cannot sit still on it. She's got to expose it. And I really think that's a lot of her mission. It says starseeds are scattered all over the planet, in hospitals, in schools, in slums and mansions, on stages and in edit suites, in parks and nightclubs, in taxis and theme parks. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in or in some form of spiritual closet. If you are dimming your light to fit in, it is time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share, and treat your time on earth like a glorious vacation. The Work Your Light inquiry says to ask yourself, what lights you up? So that's, again, another beautiful message. My glasses just fell off my head. Okay, there we go. So then the cards we have the Seven of Water. So the Seven of Water, to me, when I see this, it means to just let it go and let it flow, right? The Seven of Water, to me, of course, all in this Dreams of Gaia Tarot, this is one of my favorite decks. And because it's just, they're all so